Ever since I was a child, I've dealt with obesity. When I met Caleb, I had the palate of a 5-year-old. I was eating fast food 3 times a day, 7 days a week. I do think that my weight has affected our relationship over the years. There was a point where he did come to me and was like, I want you here for a long time. God. I was like, I'm done with this. And I started making changes. At my heaviest, I weighed 371 pounds. Losing 190 pounds made my marriage stronger than ever.
You're beautiful.
Thank you. So I used to eat 2 large Cokes, a large fry, and a small fry, 2 double cheeseburgers, a strawberry cream pie because you have to have dessert. And I would eat this 2 to 3 times a day. Ever since I was a child, I've dealt with obesity. I was always the biggest kid amongst all of my friends. My eating habits were about the same up until I was about 26 years old. I had the palate of a 5-year-old. I was eating fast food probably 3 times a day, 7 days a week. Vegetables literally used to make me gag. I used to hate lettuce, but since my taste buds have changed, I love the crunch of lettuce. I honestly kind of prefer a lettuce bun than a bread bun, sometimes. When I met Caleb, I was about 8 or 9, and as I was my entire childhood, I was an obese kid. It's never seemed to bother him.
So good.
Thank you. I agree.
Really good.
We have been together for 15 years now.
Sarah was always heavier, even when we did first meet. At the same time, it wasn't really something that I ever looked at. It wasn't something I really cared about. For me, it was always just her personality and who she was that I fell in love with.
I do think that my weight has affected our relationship over the years. There were a lot of times we didn't go do things with our friends, and it was because of my size. While he never made me feel bad about my weight ever in any regard, there was a point where he did come to me and just was like, hey, I'm a little concerned about you. I want you here for a long time.
One of the first times I really realized was when we were out. Every time we were walking somewhere, she would try to find somewhere to sit down as soon as we had the opportunity to. And it wasn't very long distances or anything like that. And I was like, hey, maybe this isn't the best thing. I really want you to be here forever. This is a concern of mine.
It was kind of a reality check.
I got a trainer in March of 2021, and she finally got me to step on the scale again. And that was the highest I had ever weighed. It was 371 pounds. And that feeling of why can't I just get it together? There was so much guilt and shame in that. And that was my light bulb moment that I was like, I'm done with this. I cannot go through this again. I had a few of my primary care doctors recommend weight loss surgery, but I knew that bariatric surgery is only a tool. And I really needed to change my habits before I actually had the surgery. So that's when I buckled down with my trainer. I sought the help of a nutritionist, and I started making changes over about a 6-month period, and I lost 50 pounds. The surgery to me was almost the prize. You've put in all this work, you've really changed your habits. Now let's get this surgery so that you can continue this journey long term. At my heaviest, I weighed 371 pounds. It took me about 2 years to lose 190 pounds. Exercising makes me feel like $1 million. I always know that the end result is that I'm going to feel great about myself and I'm going to feel accomplished, and that's what pushes me to keep coming.
I saw a huge difference in her determination as soon as she started being more consistent in the gym. Everything about her just changes, just becomes super bubbly. She just walks in and it's just her happy place.
Caleb and I are going out for date night tonight, so I gotta pick out something. This is the dress I used to wear when I was at my heaviest. This was actually tight on me. I think that this now it would probably fit me like a potato sack. It would swallow me. It's weird to not see myself as this person. They're so much smaller. I'm just in disbelief because I really haven't looked at them side by side like this. That's crazy. I don't even have like the words to describe how much my life has changed because of my weight loss, from my foods to my literal career. I'm an online health and fitness coach now, and it's truly been one of the most rewarding experiences I've had because I get to teach these people how to do kind of the same thing that I did. I have had so many people reach out to me that are literally just like, I'm choosing you because you get it, because you have been in my shoes, you've been exactly where I'm at. And getting to watch other people do that same thing in real time is so amazing.
How has your weight loss changed your relationship for the better?
I feel like we already had such a strong relationship, but just the way that we have been able to bond with each other through these new experiences, little things like we take the dogs for a walk, we go to the gym together a lot, as opposed to before where I feel like most of our bonding was sitting and watching TV. Truly, I feel so connected to him in ways that I never imagined.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Give me a spin.
Looking back on my journey the past few years, I am like incredibly proud of myself. I am really proud of how this new body can move and how much more I am able to do without the barrier of being overweight. I just get to continue to be on this fitness journey and just push my body to new heights.
I think her transformation is truly amazing. I think just where she's come over the past couple of years has just been incredible. I think things that she's accomplished, the people that she's been able to inspire and to be able to help is just mind-blowing. So I couldn't be more proud.
If I could say anything to my former self, I would tell myself to just be kinder to yourself. The past 3 years, I've accomplished way more than I ever thought that I could, and than I ever have in the past 28 years that I've been alive.
I've always wanted her to just be as happy as the best person she can be. Just seeing the difference between what she was like back then versus now is truly night and day. She just has a glow about her that she didn't have before and just seems so much happier with her life.